The following video is rated Band MA. It contains the following: CBT controversial band topics, TJ terrible jokes, PSO personal subjective opinions.
What's going on, fellow band critics? I'm Steven, and today, right now, at this exact moment, let's rank some summer mass bands and, of course, have some fun doing it. But first, let's talk real quick about the types of people who actually rank bands. See, the best way I can explain it is this. In the world of band, we've got two types: musicians and bandheads. Now, if you want the actual textbook definition of both of these words, by all means, Google it yourself and research it yourself and see the textbook definitions. This is how I would describe the two. In the film world, they call it critics and the audience. You've heard of Rotten Tomatoes, right? They have critic scores from certified filmmakers, writers and producers, actors, all that good stuff. Then they have audience scores, which are from just regular people who like movies. In the music and marching band culture, it's the same thing, but I like to call them musicians and bandheads. Let me explain it just a little bit better for the ones who might not get it. Musicians, like myself, are people who can read, write, and speak the music language, because we all know that music is a language. You know that term, read the music? Can you read music? Yeah, it's a language, it really is. We also more than likely play instruments, sing, perform, and all that stuff that comes with being a musician. And yes, we're also bandheads because we love the band culture. It don't have to just be marching band. Some musicians don't like marching band, but they like the band culture, hence the word bandhead. Concert, jazz, classical, all that stuff, band.
But here's the real tea.
All musicians are bandheads, but not all bandheads are musicians. Did you get that? Some bandheads love the vibe. They like to be around the band. They could be the band parents, they could be the siblings, or the people who just love being around band stuff. They don't know how to play an instrument, but they just love the culture. You know what I mean? Bandheads, the everyday person. But the ones I'm talking about are the ones who usually don't know what a treble clef is, a bass clef is, don't understand time signatures, don't even know what key signatures are, and more than likely they would think that if someone said grandioso retardando, they're going to more than likely think that that's an offensive statement. These are the bandheads I'm talking about. But just like in the movies, a film can get a high critic score but a low audience score, and it'll flop, make no money, be terrible. But if you flip it, as in the movie gets a low critic score but a high audience score, it'll make millions if not billions of dollars and spawn off terrible sequels. Same goes for band. If musicians respect your band and love what you're doing, but the bandheads aren't feeling it, that band gets labeled as boring and lame
and irrelevant altogether.
I'm pretty sure we all can think of some bands I'm talking about where it's like, man, they sound great, fantastic, balance, blend, intonation, wonderful, but damn, they are boring. A band probably just popped into your head right now. But if musicians don't like the band, but all these bandheads go crazy every time that band performs, guess what? That band is the popular band. They're making moves, they're getting money, they're getting gigs, they're all over the place. Always booked, going viral, stuff like that. And then there are the elite few who actually score high in both categories. Just like the movies, they're rare when you see a high critic score and a high audience score. Just like in band, there are rare times when you see or hear a band high praise from musicians and high praise from the general bandhead audience. Because remember, musicians are bandheads too. But there are always more bandheads than musicians. The ones who's with me, you understand what I mean. If not, the statement is not for you. Now me, as a musician, I personally review the band through a musical lens. I don't typically care what you're playing. If it sounds clean and the band looks good, I'm a fan.
But let's be real.
We've all seen bands that sound incredible and are boring as hell, as I mentioned earlier. And then on the flip side, we have seen bands that are so hype, it gets the entire crowd, the stadium, and everyone on their feet, having a good time,
but sound like a pile of distorted noise.
Now me, I love hearing the instruments play in the ranges that they are designed for. That's when the vibrations created by the band are harmonious and rich and soothing, because you can still play a hype rap tune or a hype song and still produce rich, beautiful vibrations of soothing, harmonious sounds and tones. When bands force their tubas, baritones, and mellophones to play way outside of their natural range, yeah, it is hype, but it's also super distorted. Meaning if you have all of this piano and you're putting all of your shit right here in this block, and then the sousaphones are down here just barely keeping the bass line going, but they're playing up where the trombones normally should be, you're missing all of this part of the piano that the band could be playing that could fill in those vibrations instead of making distorted noise. It'll get you hyped because distortion amps people up. It really does. It's a science behind it. But me personally, I just love hearing all the instruments play in their natural ranges that they are designed for, because it really fills out the entire piano, if you will. And that's enough about that stuff. And again, musicians understand what I'm talking about. And if this all went over your head a bit or just kind of don't make sense, it's okay, because band heads are important. I have a book out. It's called The Media Team, How to Record Marching and Concert Bands, available right now on Kindle and paperback available on Amazon. There's a link down in the description below and in the cards at the top. I go step by step on how we record marching and concert bands, everything from parades, halftime shows, gym battles, all the way to concerts on stage. It has step-by-step instructions on where to place the microphones, what kind of equipment you need to have for any kind of budget. If you're starting a media team, if you're just doing this by yourself, all that stuff's in there. It's about 72 pages, very proud of it, but it's real, it's really nice. It's right here, look, there it is. Look, got color pictures and stuff like that. If you purchase the ebook, it's got links to performances to show you exactly what things look and sound like. I'm telling you, it's really nice. And I wrote it for anybody that wants to start a media team for their own band. Do this by yourself. If you're already on a media team and just need a little bit of guidance on what to do in certain situations, it's all right there. It's got everything in there from equipment all the way down to media team safety. It's all in there. So go check that out. It's the only book out there that's specifically for recording marching and concert bands. Be sure to go check it out. Pick up your copy today. It's available right now on Kindle and paperback on Amazon. All right, so now let's rank the top 5 summer mass bands that's already performed. I understand that there are some groups that's getting ready for their debut, so we're only going to focus on the ones that we have already heard in previous battles. Okay, so I was wondering exactly how I was going to categorize all of this, but I was on social media one of those days and saw a post from Kevin Poteet, who runs HBCU Band Uncut. Most of us probably know who he is, and if you don't, odds are he probably knows you. But in his post, the categories that he chose were execution and sound, arrangements, crowd favorites, and overall business. So those are the same categories I'm going to use, so let's get into it. Category number 1, execution and sound. Number 1, Georgia Mass Band. Hands down the best sounding group of the summer. Great tone, clean execution, solid balance. Number 2, Memphis Mass Band. Now, I'm not a fan of Hangovers musically, but it was very clear that Mr. Kennedy and his staff were going for that kind of sound. And just because I don't personally like it does not mean that they didn't sound good when they were doing it. Some things I didn't agree with, however, that doesn't take away the clarity of the way the band sounded overall. Number 3, New Orleans All-Star Band. They were loud, hype, and exciting. Those descriptive words can also be used for a lot of other bands too. See what I mean? And for number 4, I'm giving it to Mississippi Alumni All-Star Band. For me, they were more clean and more refined than Dallas Legion, because I know a lot of people were putting those two bands kind of neck and neck, but personally, I just think that Mississippi had the edge overall over Dallas, and I think that they are number 4.
Moving on, category number 2.
Arrangements. Number 1, Memphis Mass Band. The song I enjoyed the most of the summer was 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton that they played. And there was another song that Memphis played that I don't know the name of off the top of my head. I don't think I ever caught on to it, but it's something about
Someone being from the streets or whatever that's about.
that song was pretty cool too. Number 2, Georgia Mass Band. I really liked their version of Summertime. Sounded very good, and I particularly liked the way it ended. Very clean, very nice. It was jamming all the way through. Very nice arrangement. Number 3 is New Orleans All-Star Band. They played Alicia Keys' Diary, which was the song that really stood out to me from their repertoire, because I don't really remember other stuff that they played. And number 4 is Dallas Legion All-Star Band. They played some song that has been stuck in my head since the first time I heard it. I have no idea what it is, but here's a clip. And for that reason, the reason that that song will not get out of my head at all, that's why they're number 4. So something about it really stuck with me, good or bad. So there it is. Category number 3, crowd favorites. Based on what I've seen online with all the social medias, the different polling, and what people are just saying. Number 1, New Orleans All-Star Band. Number 2, Memphis Mass Band. Number 3, Georgia Mass Band. And number 4, Dallas Legion All-Star Band. These rankings in this category was purely based on social media buzz and conversation. And last but not least, the band business category, which seems to be a very big topic this season. Number 1, Georgia Mass Band. They look and operate like a well-established brand. I'm not kidding. Their online presence to the word of mouth, their logo, how they do things, how they look when they go out, every single thing about them, top notch. So keep doing exactly what you all are doing. I'm pretty sure it's going to take you all pretty far. Number 2, New Orleans All-Star Band. Similar reasons as Georgia. The fact that I don't live in New Orleans, I don't hear about them as much, but I'm pretty sure it's the same kind of thing that's going on. How they're doing things for community, doing performances at big events. I know they had that, what was that, the Essence? What did they just do? They did that at the Superdome, all that good stuff, so there it is. Number 3 is Dallas Legion All-Star Band. Simply off of word of mouth and how easy it is to learn things about the group. Their presence online has really taken off, especially this season. So in my opinion, that's why they are number 3. And number 4 is North Carolina Mass Band. I believe they hosted an event this year for the first time. I'm not too sure if that's correct or not. Let me know down in the comments, but it looked like it went well. That's my number 4, because there were some other things that were going on with other bands that seemed to just, I guess disappoint a lot of people. And when that kind of thing happens, you don't have good business sense. I don't know, shit. So there you have it, my top 4 rankings for the Summer Mass Bands of 2025. What comments do you have? Let me know them down in the comment section.
Do you agree with these rankings that I gave?
What other categories can be used to rank Summer Mass Bands? What do you think about that statement I made? All musicians are bandheads, but not all bandheads are musicians. Let me know. Comment down below. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to Stephen Holiday Band Critic. If you enjoyed what you saw, don't forget to hit the like button, share with your friends, and drop a comment sharing your thoughts. For more captivating content like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. You can further support this channel by clicking the thanks button located right next to the subscribe button or purchasing some of our new merch. Consider becoming a valued channel member for exclusive access to behind-the-scenes footage, special live streams, and tutorial videos. Until next time, stay in tune and don't hang over.